year, NBA offseason, it's been crazy, bro. It's been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of stuff happened that I did not make a video about. And I ain't gonna lie. This was my mindset, bro. This was my mindset. This thing gonna happen. Then I'm gonna make the video later. But then a thing happened, then another thing happened, then another thing happened, and then you just lose control. I wasn't home. I wasn't home. Okay? But let's talk about it, bro. First thing first, Kawhi got traded to the Raptors for Brandon Ingram and 2 bags of chips, my dude. If that don't scream fleece, I don't know what is. I ain't gonna lie, the Raptors look real nice. They got an amazing duo. Amazing, what's it called? Defensive duo with Scotty Barnes, Kawhi, and CMB. If that don't scream, I don't want to score on them, I don't know what, bro. That defense is gonna be great. Plus, you got Kawhi who can score. RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly. All they gotta do is just sign KCP to their bench. They'll be straight. Y'all got rookies. Y'all still got Jacoby Walter, who's really good. Y'all gave up Grady Dick, but like he wasn't playing that good anyway. So I ain't gonna lie. I like this trade for the Raptors. Now, BI to the Clips career over? I don't know. I really don't know. Because if you look at it, Kawhi and Brandon Ingram aren't the same player. But what I can say is BI's not terrible. He's not terrible. He's actually a really good player. And I think he had one of his best seasons with the Raptors this year. Let's do some research real quick, bro. Let's do some research. Brandon Ingram. Oh, so I lied. Yeah, I lied. Yep, I lied. Oh, okay, but I lied. But we can really see how he plays now. In that Xavier, your middle name's Xavier. In this system, because you got Darius Garland, who's actually a pure point guard, who can pass the ball, who can get you the ball. You could play. I think Tyronn Lue is going to play him like Kawhi, but he just doesn't have that defensive side that Kawhi has. So they do lose that. But what I will say is the Clippers get that plus some picks. That's not bad. Now, is his career over? I don't know. At least you're going back to LA, bro. You played in LA for 3 years. So, you played with the Pelicans for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in New Orleans? Whoo, boy. All right. Okay, next thing. LeBron is leaving the Lakers. All the fake LA fans can finally leave, bro. They could finally leave and stop supporting this bum-ass franchise that doesn't have Kobe no more. Finally, bro. Finally. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron fans. Wherever LeBron go, y'all go. I think Bron is going to go to Cleveland, bro. I think he's going to come to Cleveland. He's going to go to Cleveland. Now, I would not be mad if he goes to the Warriors. I kind of want to see him with the Warriors, but I think he's going to go to Cleveland. But I would love to see him with the Warriors. You got point guard, Stephen Curry, shooting guard, Pods, small forward, LeBron James, Draymond Green, and then I don't know y'all center. I genuinely do not know y'all center. CP, KP. Like that literally, y'all got stretch, y'all got defense, y'all got shooting, y'all got 2 perennial all-stars. I know we still not winning shit, but if he comes here, it's gonna be fun to watch. And I think this is gonna be LeBron's last year. It's gonna be his last year. Who doesn't want to watch Steph Curry play and LeBron James play? Now, Steph Curry is a monster with the basketball, bro. He's a monster. He's a monster. So I do think they're gonna do stuff. I don't think they're gonna win a chip. No. But I do think they're gonna play some great basketball. And it's LeBron last year. He said he wanted to play competitive and compete for a championship. Right or wrong, chat. Right or wrong. So if LeBron get there, niggas taking that season seriously, bro. They're taking it seriously. But yeah. Another team I've heard LeBron talk about is Miami. Miami would be nice to see, but I don't think Miami has it right now, chat. Just like I said in the last video. Just like I said in the last video with Giannis, they have to have a bench. And I thought this free agency they were gonna do something, but y'all only signed Tim Hardaway. Y'all need more than just him. Y'all need more than just him. I know y'all got Giannis. I know y'all got Bam. I know y'all lost Norman Powell to the Bulls. To the freaking Bulls. To the Bulls. Like, y'all. I think the Heat needs more of a scoring punch, but y'all don't have that. Y'all don't have that. Y'all need to sign Simons. That's who y'all really need to sign. But yeah, with LeBron gone, it makes me think this is gonna be his last year, and I'm very, very excited to see what happens. Now, a league without LeBron, I haven't been alive to see a league without LeBron, because then the new narrative goes to Wemby, and y'all know what happened with just Wemby. New York broke the freaking NBA if Wemby didn't do anything, and that's what happened. So what else happened? Speaking of LeBron leaving, that leaves the Lakers to make some moves. I've already heard the nicknames: the Snowtime Lakers, the Lake KKKers, the goddamn there's so many names I can't even tell you, bro. But the Lakers, the LA Academics. Yeah, bro. That team's gonna be nice to watch, but I don't think they're gonna do anything. They signed Quentin Grimes, they signed Makaluch, the nigga that played for the Raptors. They signed Colin Sexton, they signed Walker Kessler, got fleeced. Y'all don't have a first round pick for 7 years. I don't know why y'all did that, Rob Pelinka. I'm telling you, these Lakers fans wasn't really Laker fans. They was LeBron fans. They did not like Rob Pelinka. Bro, AD has asked for a center for 3 years. And y'all didn't give it to him. But let Luka be here for 2. Oh, we're gonna give you a center. We're gonna give you this white center. But what I will say is the team's not gonna be terrible, because I look at this team, then I look at that championship team that Luka was on. Well, it wasn't a championship, but you went to the finals, right? Y'all had Kyrie. Y'all don't have a Kyrie with this. But what you do have is, I think Luka's the Kyrie. Then y'all have Reeves, who's the Luka. That's who I think. Y'all have that 1-2 scoring guard punch. Then y'all had Derrick Jones Jr. I think that could be replaced with Cameron Carr. Y'all had Gafford and y'all had Lively. DeAndre Ayton, Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler can catch lobs. DeAndre Ayton, más o menos. Just go play for Bahamas, bro. And then I don't know if they had a stretch 4. Oh, it was Dwight Powell, right? Or they had a stretch 4 or something like that. And I don't know if that team has that. So we gonna see. We gonna see how the Snowtime Lakers do. But más o menos. Chad, what else happened? What else happened? Who else got traded that? Jaylen Brown went to the 76ers. That team is going to be nasty. Now, let's talk about it. Jaylen Brown, we know, is a Twitch streamer, and he talks his mind, right? He said, now we can get in a little politics about this, but he said he thinks this year was his favorite, or was his favorite year or best year. It was one of the two, right? Everybody is on his ass. Everybody's on his ass. And then I hear this report talk about, I think it was Stephen A. who was talking about, you should trade him. Do. Like, this nigga don't got freedom of speech, bro. Like, this nigga don't got freedom of speech and can say whatever he want. He just said this was his favorite year. What's so wrong about it, right? So now nigga saying, now you got the media saying trade him for speaking out of what he thinks, right? And then the Giannis sweepstakes came in. They came in. Giannis, the Celtics wanted him, so they just put JB in the trade thing. And once everybody heard he was in the trade thing, or once he heard it, he didn't want to be a part of Boston no more, correct? And I'm not even mad at that. But what you don't do, Celtics, is send him to a team you just blew a 3-1 lead to. For nothing. Paul George and some picks. What do you got going? Now, Jaylen Brown is one of my favorite players ever because he's from Atlanta. Let's do our homework. He's from Atlanta, and he a bucket. What more can you ask for? Y'all got him out of that racist ass state, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I just seen a Shannon Sharp interview talking about they called him the hard art. They called Tristan Thompson the hard art. Like, what? I know Jaylen Brown to be Black Power Brown. Black Power Brown. And why would you Black Power Brown be in a racist state that don't even like him? Bro, I don't know what the Celtics were thinking. I really don't. Because you just traded a young Finals MVP, a young Eastern Conference MVP, and someone who really could have won MVP last year. But you know politics, bro. So this is what I think the Celtics should do. Sell the team, bro. Sell the team. Trade Jason Tatum. Trade. Rebuild. City of brotherly love. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous because you gave the Sixers Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, and Joel Embiid. And I know Joel Embiid's not gonna play every game, but when he does play, y'all are I don't know what you did, but you just gave this team 3 stars, bro. You just gave this team 3 stars. And I ain't gonna lie, if Sixers get their bench right, I got them to be the favorites of champions, bro. Really. Because this is second year VJ, which is... Oh, and they still got Phylon. Y'all didn't even trade for Phylon. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Now let's look at VJ Edgecombe stats, bro. Bro, I have 16 points, bro. 16 points, 35, 81, 45. This really makes me think, though. I honestly do think, though. With Jaylen Brown coming, does this, like, hinder his career? Or, like, his progress? Because, you know, Jaylen Brown going to average at least 20, 25. Tyrese Maxey already takes so many shots. So, it's going to make me really think, like, and when Tyrese get hurt, is VJ going to have to play point guard? Like, this really makes me think. But with that being said, I do think the Celtics might have something under their sleeve, because there's no way you just trade for Paul George, bro. It's just no way. Just no way. Because we look at Paul George, what? He was doing that powder, right? Paul George. Psychedelic P averaged 17 points. Oh, he actually did better than his last year. Oh, he shot 40? But he only played 37 games. But still, bro. I don't think this really the move for y'all. Even if you did trade Jaylen Brown, I wouldn't trade him for what he had. For what was traded for. But, you know. Any other trades? Any other things I need to talk about that I missed, chat? Tobias Harris to the Spurs, I like that. It gives him... He's really another Julian Champagnie. But my thing is, do you pay him all that money for him to come off the bench? I don't know. Julian Champagnie got 41 mil, so I don't know, bro. But yeah. Spurs fill all their gaps. Now, I think he's starting. You think he's starting? But, I mean... Yeah, but... yeah. He's more than forward than Champagnie. And I do agree. I think okay, now I watch 520, right? I watch 520 with Jeff T podcast every day now. And it's kind of changed my mind about the NBA. You're right. Players are better than other players. But when players get paid more than other players, it's the business side of the NBA where we're going to play him because he makes more. Just like in the finals, bro. Dylan Harper should have started. He should have started. But because De'Aaron Fox is that all-star, getting paid all this money, he's gonna start. And it kind of made me think, like, damn. Wow. You know? John Collins has signed with the Pistons. Trae Young and John Collins reunion, bro, but Cade does not play like John Collins. Cade is really a 2. If we're being honest, he's a scoring 2 that can kind of facilitate the ball, bro. But that's my little NBA rant. I feel like I'm missing a trade. We talked about LeBron. We talked about Kawhi. We talked about investigate Miss Johnson, man. Bro, investigate Adam Silver. That's what you need to do. We talked about Braun. We talked about Kawhi. We talked about Jaylen Brown. I think that's it. Oh, Norman Powell went to the Bulls. The Bulls actually kind of look nice. I love Fox, but he was not a playoff performer this year. He was not. Fox didn't play that good this year. But chat, I have a video on that if y'all want to watch that. But yeah, bro. If y'all like the video, and My Hawks are cooked.